we are going to do a video of my process for a blend to match Old Forester 1924 10-year-old bourbon. It's pretty good, but it's not $115 good, which is what I bought it for. And I've seen it online, places that I purchase like 180. It should really be, I think, 60, 65-ish dollar bottle. So here we go. This is my process, okay? I'm going to start it out here. Old Forester 1924. Now, I don't know. Today, we may not get as close as I want to. We might. I'm just using what I have available to me right now, and obviously that changes, so I will update these. Like the Stag video, look for that. Replacement for Stag is going to be coming out since I got some new whiskeys. But start with, I don't spend a lot of time on the nose. I just kind of get my palate prep with it. Got my blend calculator here. Gosh, I just get like loads of blueberries on. Maybe like a brown sugar. But the finish, man. Oh man, that finish is, it's good. It's some good oak spice, and it's just like a warm, I don't know, like a medium char. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just going off my, like, boom, what hits me right away. The reason why I'm doing this now is because, let me get a Glencairn. Let me get a couple here. I have a whiskey that I didn't have for a little bit that actually reminds me of 1910, and it's my base. It's Cooper's Craft. 100 proof, you know, both from Brown-Forman. I think this is like their typical Old Forester Whiskey Row series mash bill. I believe this 1924 is like the mash bill of what Early Times Bottled and Bond is, or the King of Kentucky, but it's similar. It really is. So this is what I'm going to use for the base. I knew that when I bought it and I tasted it. So believe it or not, they're fairly close. What we need is, we need some more oak. We need some more, a bourbon that has more age is what we need to get closer. Oops. To get closer. Okay, let me finish this before I fling it around the room. Yeah. Okay, I know what I'm going to try. I am going to start, when I do these blends, I like to use a 3/4 teaspoon. Just seems like a good amount. I also have a half teaspoon in case I want to kind of like fine tune the blend a little more. So I'm going to start with 2 whiskeys that I have in mind to blend with this. I'm going to go do 1-to-1 on these. These videos, I'm sure, are for the diehards because these are probably so slow and tedious. But this is the way, this is what I do, my process. Something I think has a really good oak spice and the age flavor that this has is Knob Creek 12-year. Okay, so I'm going to do Knob Creek 12-year here. I think, you know what I'm going to, another one I really do like, it's got some age, it's got good viscosity and flavor, is Trails End 10-year. I'm going to do some Trails End 10-year, and this one, it's double oaked, so it's going to get some good, it just has an extra richness. That I get like a richness on that. Turn this back on here. So Okay, this, let's start with the, let's call it the KC12 and the Cooper's Craft blend, and the Trails End 10 and the Cooper's Craft. So let's see what we get on the Cooper's Craft and Knob Creek 12-year. This is a little punchier on the nose. That's really close, actually. It's leaning more, instead of like brown sugar and blueberry, it's leaning more to like a vanilla and blueberry finish. Man, that's close. I feel like the finish has more cinnamon on it, and like, instead of like an oak, woody oak spice, it's a cinnamon spice. And this, I wrote down, it had like a warm medium char. This blend has more of a, like a lighter char going into like a light pepper, maybe, is how I would describe it. It's, I don't know, man, it's around maybe 90% of what that is, probably. It's good. I like it. Trails End 10-year blend. Ooh. I feel like that's closer in that blend. Like, it has more of that warm, it's blueberry still, or caramelized brown sugar. Man, that has a similar like warm oak spice char on the finish. That's more than 90% of the way there. I'm just gonna say that's 93% of what that is. That's, man, that kind of makes sense, because these are heat cycled warehouses, so they're having more interaction. The distillate is having more interaction with the oak barrel. This is double barreled. It's like a similar effect. Like, this has a chance to pull more flavor out of the barrel, just like this does, but this is double oaked. Man, that's, so far, this one's, as far as matching the 1924, the blend with this is beating it. We're going to do a few more. You know what? I want to actually, I'm going to try something with this. Yeah. I was thinking of adding some more Knob Creek to it, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to add some more Cooper's Craft to this blend and see what happens to it. See if I can get it closer. So I'm going to go down to my half teaspoon. I'm doing half a teaspoon of Knob Creek 12. So I'm doing one part Knob Creek 12, 1 part Cooper's Craft. Let's see how we do here. Or, I'm sorry, 1 part Knob Creek 12, 2 parts Cooper's Craft. Okay. I want to get more of that blueberry into it. Like, I feel like I was missing some of that. It might not get me there. We'll see. That's closer, actually. I'm going to say that needs to change to 2 parts Cooper's Craft, 1 part Knob Creek 12. It's getting more it keeps that cinnamon, but the palate gets a little bit closer with the blueberry. I'd say that's 92% of the way. 2 parts Cooper's Craft, 1 part of that. Okay, I'm gonna try some other stuff. I still think this is closer. Super scientific here, everybody. It's okay. It works out, trust me. The other blend videos that have come out, try them. Watch the Dram throwdowns we do where Chanel has no idea what she's drinking. I know what I'm drinking, just not the glasses they're in. See how close these actually come, my blends. I'm just doing this because I like it and I don't want to spend a bunch of money on bourbon if I don't have to. These allocated bottles, like this, hopefully helps you out. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna move this like this. I am gonna try. Let me get a couple other another glass. Glasses back here. I want McKenna 10-year and Cooper's Craft. And I want to bring more of that sweetness in and that rich sweetness that this has. I'm going to do that with Old Forester 1910. It's 93 proof. So the proof is coming down. So I'm going to want to do something that's going to bump that proof up. Let's see. I'm going to do a half. So 1 part. This is a half teaspoon. 1 part. Gotta have the sound effects. 1 part. I'll write this down what I'm doing here. If you've not had this, get it. Eastside 12-year, double oaked 12-year, 110 proof. For us here in Oregon, it's $70. It is a good bourbon, man. Let me tell you. I'm running out of room here. I'm trying to go quick just so the video isn't an hour long. I mean, maybe someday we'll do one of these live so it won't matter and I can take a little more time, but okay. So that's this blend. Gotta get the Cooper's Craft in there. I have a feeling this one's gonna be close. And I don't know. The McKenna and the Cooper's Craft blend. What I'm gonna do, just because, yeah, I'm gonna try this. Yeah, let's do this. I'll do 1 part Cooper's Craft, 1 part McKenna. I know this McKenna did not do the best on our 10-year-old bourbon throwdown, but I still do like it. Okay. But now that I can get this for $55 online, that's what I'll be sipping on probably. Okay, so let's start with the McKenna 10-year and the Cooper's Craft. Write that down here. And I know these hadn't sat for a long time together, but I'm putting small amounts in here and I'm mixing them pretty good. And they may change a little bit once I pour my sample bottles of these for our throwdowns, but not a whole lot. It's very similar. That's a little sweeter, but this is... Okay. I'm getting like closer as far as the sweetness other than blueberry. It's coming in across as like a sweeter caramel, which doesn't surprise me. I do get that on McKenna 10-year and the blueberry. It's not as saturating as like a brown sugar sweetness that I get on this, but it's... Obviously, I'm getting barrel char on that thing. So this blend's going to be a $47 blend. man. Hmm. Finish is like a sweeter oak spice, decent barrel char. That's pretty close, man. That's within 90% of what this is. Okay, a couple crackers here real quick. Cracker crumbs. Let's do the east side. I have a feeling this east side blend is going to be close, man. Because this is like thick and rich. This is rich sweetness. Okay. Okay, let's see, what would this be? I want you to see, I'm seeing as I'm writing this down, a common theme. I've said before, I think this should be $60, maybe $65 bottle. These that I'm saying, I think I'm within 90%. Some of them are closer so far. The blends that I'm doing, they cost $52, $49, $54, $47. Just to give you an idea of how overpriced this bottle is, MSRP, okay? Right, so East Side 12 year, 1910, Cooper's Craft, 1 part each. What do we got here? Oh my goodness. It's that nose, but richer. What I mean is just like more, I don't know, it feels like it has more heft and depth to it. Man, that is tasty. Man, there's your $100 bourbon right there. Whoa. Wow. Okay, that is 1924, but slightly earthier and richer, and like a deeper or like a darker oak spice, which makes sense. This East Side 12 year, it's a double oaked and organ oak. Organ oak has, I'm starting to see a definite influence on the flavor. Besides being double oaked, it's like this earthy, rich flavor. It's good, man. That could be within 95% of what this is, but I think I prefer the flavor of this. Wow, that's pretty dang good, huh? You know, okay, this isn't super scientific, but I've got half of this blend in this cup. I want to add another part of Old Forester Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve. So I'm just going to do a half of this half teaspoon. That should give me 2 parts Cooper's Craft to 1 part East Side, 1 part 1910. Let's see what I get with this. Whoa. That is really close, folks. Okay. I need a little bit more of that. this 1924, it is a good whiskey. It's just overpriced. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Let's put that in here. So there's that. So just adding one part to that previous blend of this Cooper's Craft gets us to 100.75 proof. Let's just call it 101 proof and $49. Okay. I gotta get this. Blueberry, brown sugar, caramely brown sugar, cinnamon, warm oak, medium char. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have a feeling this is going to be the closest one. It's actually a little closer than without the extra part of the Cooper's Craft in here. I feel like, man, that's close. That's really close. Wow. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try it with this. It is Rebel 10-year. Super overpriced. This bad boy is 100 proof and $100 stinking dollars. Not worth it. But if you did one part of this, one part of the Cooper's Craft, so let's try it. Let's just see. We're here, right? This is just what I like to do. Okay. Bam. Part of that. I want to do just straight up east side, one part east side, one part Cooper's Craft. See what we get. Just curiosity. And you know, this isn't like the final time I'll do this. As I get other whiskeys that I think are going to give me a better match, I will start blending again, which is what I've done with blends for Stag. I think the new blends I've tried are actually closer than the previous ones, like they're at to the Stag 22C. But anyways, that's a different video. So this is the Rebel 10-year. Oh, right away that just gotta get a little bit more of this. 1924. Okay. Sound effects really make the video, right? This is like mustier and more like sawdusty on the nose. Let's see on the palate. It's tasty, but it's just mustier and like woodier. I don't know. This isn't really that close. No. Okay, let's try this East Side blend against 1924. It's close. This just has like a rich mouth coating sweetness about it. It's really good. Gosh, that's so good too. Man. Yeah, this is... a lot of these are within 90% of the way to what that 1910 is as far as matching it. Some of them are closer. We're going to see. I'll put these in a Dram throwdown with Chanel when she doesn't know what she's drinking, and that will be like the real test. She's got a good palate. So, okay, well, thanks for geeking out with me. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but do this with me if you have any of these, or if you have something else that I don't have that you think would actually help to match that profile. Do it. You know, let's do it together. I don't know, sometime if it would be cool to do one of these live. I don't know. But anyways, there you go. That's like a rushed blending process to try and match an allocated overpriced whiskey. Okay, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought. Is this a waste of time? Do you like it? Even if you say it's a waste of time, I'm probably going to keep doing it because I like doing it, and if I'm going to do it, I might as well record it. But anyways, thank you, Chanel, and I really, really appreciate your support, and we appreciate the comments. You know, the feedback is fun. We always like to look and see if we got comments, you know, because we're not really on social media except for YouTube. So, okay, until next time.